Hey everyone, it's review time again. Today I'll be taking a look at the slim 6th scale girl body from DollZone. The doll that I have here is the DollZone Nyu. She is about 27 centimeters tall, is in normal pink skin, and her head circumference is about 15.3 centimeters, which is approximately 6 inches. The eyes that I currently have installed in her are 12 millimeters, though I think you can fit up to 16 millimeters. It is preferable to use eyes that have a low dome. Like with most dolls from this company, this girl is seamless and she has very smooth resin. For the new sculpt, she has a head cap system that uses magnets, and she has her little emblem on the inside of her cap instead of the outside. And then she has a tiny S-hook that you just pull up and twist to take her head off. And then her eyes are kept in with eye putty, like with most BJDs. Her head's range of mobility is pretty decent. She can hold her poses pretty well. Can't really look up very much, which is something I've come to expect from a lot of DollZone's dolls. She can look up down pretty well. One thing that I have noticed, I have not yet sueded this girl's the little neck hole. So if she's jolted a bit too much, or when you're trying to move her, her head will kind of slip out of position. So I would suggest sueding her neck. Moving down to her arms, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces altogether. I have sueded her little shoulder hole here, so she does hold these poses a bit better. Before they slipped around quite a bit, but now she can hold her arms up like so by herself pretty well. Her elbows are they are double jointed, but it can be kind of tough to utilize those double joints because I'm not sure if it's because of how they're shaped or how they were sculpted, or if it's just because it's such a small doll and just strung tightly or something, but it does sometimes take some manhandling to get that extra bend. Otherwise, it just wants to pop out like that, so you have to kind of use your thumb or whatever to get that extra bend out of her elbows. And she has these quite cute little hands. Very nice. And then she's got this wrist piece here, which it doesn't really like to be like in an in-between pose. It likes to just be way out like that, or curled up as far as it goes. It doesn't really like to be in the middle ground. So I would suggest trying to suede this wrist piece here. I've also noticed that when you have the hand fully extended like that, it likes to pop out of the wrist ball here, which kind of worries me sometimes because these are such small pieces that it might break easily or chip or whatever. So just be careful when you're handling their hands. As you can see, she just has 2 pieces for her torso. This is another area that I have sueded because without sueding, she kind of just flops back and forth and to the side a lot when you're just kind of just casually handling her. So sueding definitely do for this particular piece, so you don't get annoyed. For mobility, she has a pretty decent range for side to side, which is pretty nice if you want her to lay on her side or something, or pull off a really sassy stance. And then she can bend back a little bit, and she can slouch pretty well. And finally, down to her legs, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Her little hip hole piece here is yet another area that I have sueded, because without the sueding, she had a tendency to fall forward a lot, and she still does, but it's not nearly as extreme as it was before. So again, sueding this doll is a really good idea. She can sit pretty well. Sit by herself, ta-da. And she has double joints in her knees, and again, you kind of need to force it to bend all the way. Then you got her little feet, which are very cute. Overall, I do like this doll. The sculpts that they've made so far for this particular body have been quite interesting to look at, and they have their certain charm and cuteness. And the bodies, I really like how they look aesthetically. They're cute and slim and delicate looking, and I like how they now have dolls in this scale that have more of an older child look to them instead of a toddler build like a lot of dolls in this size are made to look. I do wish that the double joints were not as stiff and easier to utilize. I also wish that she wasn't quite as kicky and easy to flop around when she is not sueded. And I really wish that they probably would have made the wrist and hand pieces just one piece instead of two, because with how they are now, I'm kind of paranoid that I'll accidentally break or chip the wrist ball. And that's it for this review. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, or send me an ask on Tumblr, or bother me on any other site that is listed in the description. Thank you for watching.